Hi guys, I have a nice use case for having two Arduino talking to each other using pin A4 and pin A5 on each Arduino. And I have also a full tutorial on my channel on how to do it. I will put the link in the video description, and it comes with a library that I've made that makes it easy for you to have two Arduino exchanging messages between each other. Now this is my build, which is not finished. It needs a little painting and weathering, but it doesn't matter for our demonstration. And actually it's a module inside the box enclosure. And there is an Arduino in the box enclosure controlling a small round LCD display. And there is another Arduino into the module controlling the LEDs and the switches. And the module can be separated from the box enclosure. And when I put it back into the box enclosure, this is when the props comes alive and the Arduinos start chatting with each other, and we're going to see it in a short moment.
First, let's look inside the module. So inside the module, there is one Arduino Nano, and you can see it here. I've put tape around it because sometimes wires become loose after many connection and disconnections, so the tape allows to secure the connections with the Arduino Nano. And this is a little MP3 player with an SD card inserted in it. You can see the speaker at the back of the module, and the module is playing sound when it is inserted into the enclosure. The enclosure also contains an Arduino Nano, and this Nano drives a small round LCD display. So it drives this display at the front of the panel. And at the back of the panel, I have the connection for powering the module when it is inserted into the enclosure. And I am using this very simple 12-volt power supply to power both nanos, the one in the enclosure and the one in the module. The power supply is connected to this power jack. At the back of the enclosure, I have two strong magnets that I have extracted from an old hard drive to distribute power to the module. This one is for the 12-volt and this one is for the ground connection. And at the back of the module, I have metal screws, 4 metal screws, that are going to be attracted by the magnets at the back of the enclosure. When I insert the module inside the enclosure, the magnets make a strong connection and the module stays firmly in place. This one is 12 volt and this one is for the ground, and these two are for the two-wire communication with the Arduino inside the module. The two round magnets at the back I bought at Amazon because I didn't have any old spare hard drive to get this kind of magnet. So these two little magnets are for the two-wire communication between the two Arduinos. And you see here the A5 wire, and this one is the A4 wire that allows this Arduino to communicate with the Arduino inside the module when it is inserted into the enclosure. So inside the module, I have wire connected to the metal screws. So this one is the 12-volt wire, and I have the ground here that we don't see very well, but the ground wire is connected to the other metal screw. And I also have the A4 wire for the two-wire communication, and this one is the A5 wire.
Okay, now it's time for the demonstration. First thing, I'm going to plug the power into the enclosure using the DC adapter, and it's going to boot up the Arduino inside the enclosure. Next, I will insert the module into the enclosure and it's going to boot up the module. I can activate the tactical display in the enclosure using a switch. And I have a combination of switches to initiate the auto destruction sequence. And the auto destruction sequence is started. It took me just a couple of hours to code, but weeks to make the magnets work with the connections to the Arduinos. And I have to go finish the props. And please subscribe if you want to see the final version of the auto destruction models. Thanks for watching.